Hello, this is Madam Zesta. How are you? It's nice to be able to talk with you guys once again. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome. This is Zesta Herbal Soap Skincare and Lifestyle. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you for coming back to listen to us. So I recently went to Ghana for a physical training, and this is a compilation of the videos of what we did there. Okay. So while you watch the videos, I also want to use this opportunity to answer two questions, okay, that I have been asked. But meanwhile, in the video, if you have any questions of what is going on in the video, you can ask me. And before we go into the answering of questions proper, I would like you guys to know that we have our online classes in soap making. Any kind of soap at all, any kind of soap we teach. If you want physical, be you in Nigeria, be you in any country, we are always available. Okay, we are always available. If you want physical training for maybe just a group of people or for a large group of people, or you want to open your company only for you, all we are available. Okay, then also if you want a formulation, you want us to formulate for you, be it a butter, be it a cream, be it soap, you want us to give you a good formula that you can use to register either for NAFDAC or to register your business or to start your business, we are also always available. Okay, so please don't forget about this. So this is Zesta Herbal Soap Skincare and Lifestyle. I will drop my name and my number on the screen. You see there on the screen. Okay, so as I said earlier on, this video is a compilation of what went on in Ghana, our physical training in Ghana. It was a very nice experience. It was sponsored by Madam Cynthia and Mama Ghana. Okay, so I want to use this opportunity to also tell them a very big thank you, and they were so very nice and hospitable throughout the stay. Ghana is a very nice place to be, honestly, so I thank God for that. So now let's go into the video proper. We are going to answer two questions. Okay, so here are the two questions we are going to answer today. The first question is, between Plodder and Handmade Soap, which one has more profit? That is, between Plodder and Handmade Soap, which one has more profit, which is more profitable? That's the first question. Then the second question we'll be answering is, how will I make my soap look smooth? Okay, so a lot of people call and complain that they make the soap, their soap is fine, it leathers well, but it's not looking smooth, it has pockets inside, or they'll tell you that the surface of the soap is rough. Okay, how would they get a soap that has a fine layer, a smooth layer, and that is smooth throughout? So these are the two questions we'll be answering today. So please try and watch this video to the very end, listen to the very end, because I'm going to answer these questions. And once again, don't forget, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to encourage us. If you want to learn soap making, in short, all in all, we teach about 16, or let me even say 17 courses. And if you're taking them all, for each course, for some of our courses, not all, you're paying less than 1,500 naira. You can imagine learning soap formulation that people charge you 40,000 before you finish learning everything. People charge you 20,000 because they'll say laundry soap 10,000, herbal soap 5,000, transparent soap 10,000. I don't do that. Everything is in one place. You can imagine learning it for less than 1,500, and you're learning from the original, not copy. Some of these people are in my class learning from me and still teaching you. You're learning from the original copy, for less than 1,500. So if you're taking all our 14 courses at once, you're paying less than 1,500 for it. Okay, so but if you want to learn, we have about 18 courses all in all. You can chat me up with my WhatsApp number, which I'll put on the screen. So let's go into the video. So first things first, between somebody that's using a plodder and somebody that's making soap with hand, which one is more profitable? This is how I see it. Okay, and this is how I know it to be. Let's start with their advantages and disadvantages. Let's start with the advantage of using a plodder. With a plodder, you make soap easily. The recipe for making soap with plodder is very easy. It's basically the recipe you use in making a soap base. That is what you use in making soap for plodder. Okay, that's one advantage. It's easy to make. Number two advantage, Plodder soap doesn't need much fillers. So you're not buying too many ingredients. You're not looking for STPP up and down. You're not looking for sodium lactate up and down. No. If there are any plodders, if there is any fillers, plodder soap is taken, it won't pass maybe calcium or dolomite or silicate. It doesn't take much. At times, myself, even those things, they are not used. That's number two advantage. It uses less materials. Number three advantage, it's easy to accept Plodder soap anywhere. Once you make a soap with Plodder, that is if you use the whole materials, or maybe you use a Plodder, use a crusher, okay, and a good mixer, you get soap that the outcome of the soap is nice, compact, and easily presentable. Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, okay, or even all of the time myself, because there are some people that make soap with Plodder that the soap will not be smooth because the milling of the soap is not correct. I don't want to even say too much on that now, okay. So but most of the time it's easy when you make a soap with Plodder. Just take it to the market. It's easy for people to accept it. Number three advantage of Plodder soap is that your profit margin might be low, but your turnover can be faster. Because even though you're not making much profit per tablet, you have the ability of producing much depending on the capacity of your machine. You could make, there are some that could make up to 50 cartons a day, 100 cartons a day. You can imagine if you make such an amount and you are able to send all to the market, you have a larger coverage and you have more returns, because even if it is one naira you're making per soap, you're eventually going to catch up. You're eventually going to get much profit out of it. Okay, so these are the 4 or 5 advantages of Plodder soap. Now let's list some of the disadvantage. Number one disadvantage, you need a relatively large space. You need a relatively large space that will carry your mixer, that will carry your Plodder, that will carry your extruder. Even if it is only Plodder alone myself you're using, you definitely need a mixer or some space to mix, because you can't have a Plodder and you'll be making soap of 25 liter or be making soap of 10 liters. No, you're going to be making much, like from 2 jerrycans or 10 or a ton at a time. Is it not so? So it needs space. Then number two is you need a lot of capital. A decent Plodder now costs nothing less than from 3 million upwards. A decent Plodder, you can get some for 2 million, but a decent one, that's the Plodder alone. You've not calculated mixer, you've not calculated crusher. By the time you're calculating everything, you're spending almost more than 10 million or close to. Then another expense would be the land you're doing your production on. Since you usually require a larger land, most likely you might rent it, except if you have your own land. Then you can imagine paying rent. Then number three, electricity bill. Nigeria, 1,000 naira will give you only 4 units. Can you imagine? What be tight if you're using meter? Except if you do direct. Electricity bill alone myself will show you shaggy. Number 4, even if you decide to use a list is it Mekano, they call it a lister, this big gen, fueling it alone is work. Number 5, number 4, I be number 5 now. You have to employ. It's not a business you can do and then call your son and come and say, where are you? Come and push for me, you come and cut for me. No. In short, you have to employ at least 2 people plus you 3 people. So you need staff. You need to get staff. You can't do it alone. Number 6, I don't even know the numbering I'm doing myself. Number 6, repairs. When the machine spoils, you have to call somebody outside to come and repair. It's not like me and you that are using our manual cutter that if string cut, we'll just repair our thing quietly. Lie. You can see the disadvantages are growing. No, it's either you learn how to fix it yourself, or you get a dedicated mechanic that will be fixing it for you, because it's not something that is spoiled today. Tomorrow you call another person. Next tomorrow you call another person. Too many hands on your machine will spoil it. And even if you learn to do it yourself, it's not every time that it's not every spoilage that you'll be able to fix. You see, that's another disadvantage. Another disadvantage is this. Plodder soap is not the kind of soap you start doing and they'll carry NEPA light. Then you say, oh yeah, let's go home. When they bring light, we'll come and continue. Lie. Once you've started the production proper itself, if they carry light, be ready to go and on your gen. So before you start your production myself, make sure everything is intact and you have fuel. In case of incasity, this is Nigeria, anything can happen. Hi, I went to Ghana throughout my stay. They took light for not less than, it did not even reach 30 minutes, it came back. You see, such an environment could be suitable for this kind of business. But here, they could bring light and they will take it for hours. If you leave your soap in the machine, the soap will solidify. Isn't also, you know, the plodder uses heat also to make the soap shine. So you see, this is another disadvantage. Another disadvantage is you might have to schedule your movements and your activities to suit the light availability of light. If, for example, you want to do production and they bring light in the night, you have to start doing that production in the night. Do you understand? So you must have a flexible schedule. Okay, these are some of the disadvantages of using plodder. The bills, you need labor, you need a constant supply of light. And another thing again, though I won't say it's a disadvantage in itself, but to some extent it is, you are buying your materials in bulk. It's not the one that you say you have, that like some people that be asking, if I want to start soap business, how much do I need to start? I have 10,000 or I have 50,000. Can I use it to start soap business? You can, with plodder, you can't do that. You can't do that. You are buying in tons. You're buying in drums. Do you understand? That is another disadvantage, although I will not really say it's really a disadvantage, but it is, because if you don't have the capital, it will not work. Then another thing is you must have a good supply. You must have a steady supply. It's not the one that you start production. Then after 2 months, you say, hey, my supplier do not have palm oil, or my supplier do not have chemical. Then you stop. You say you'll be waiting till he has. No. You look for suppliers, or you will need to have contact. At times, you even have to get from other states. You have to have contacts and access to large producers. Or yes, now to producers, let me put it that way. It's not the one that you'll be going through a middleman. Because if you go through a middleman to get some of these raw materials, the middleman is also making his profit. You're paying extra for the middleman. So for example, let me give an example for palm oil. Instead of you to go and get your palm oil from the soap company, you're going to buy from the market. The market man bought from the producer, you're buying from him. So the profit has shifted. Is it not so? So you see, you need to have access to a good and a stable source of raw materials. And if possible, let it be more than one. Do you understand? Let that source of raw materials be more than one. So I have even run out of time and I've not finished this, but I think at the end of the day, we just talked about the advantages and disadvantages of using plodder method. Is it not so? So I will do another video. Probably this time I'll show my face and then we'll discuss handmade versus plodder, and then the other second question, that is how to make my soap smooth. So if you listen to us up to this level, Kai, thank you very much. I'm very grateful. Please, I would like you, if you have any question, to ask me in the comment section, or I have a WhatsApp group where I answer mostly questions from my YouTube channel where you can also join. So thank you very much for staying this long with me. Ciao.